Hello, and welcome back to Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. Today is still just more monsters. One of the hunts might let me upgrade a weapon. Not a good weapon, but a weapon that looks good. But there's still just a lot of quests to get through. I'll probably do that one today, that one, but first it is this one, because Shogun Ceanataur is necessary. Because it might let me upgrade the Dios axe, and if I get it to level 3, then I'll see the split craft option. Okay. Probably should have grabbed ice or cold protection. Because I'm pretty sure the Shogun Ceanataur has a obnoxiously high chance. I think I've only ever seen it starting on this map in the cold. So I should have brought cold resist. I just kind of hoped it wouldn't. But the cold's not that bad. I can mostly ignore it and just I'll just have to... I think it restores stamina, or it drains the total stamina faster, which could be true, could be just like a placebo, like, not a placebo. I could just think that that's how it works, because it seems to go that way. Okay, it should really mount quickly, but yeah, the feline rider doesn't really help all that much. I'm kind of curious how like what specific animal, like crab. I'm gonna commit. The Shogun Ceanataur's more like draws stuff from. Like the different, longer claw is not the right word necessarily, I'm not sure. I hate Shogun Ceanataur, and this is the reason why. Gotta love bleed as a status effect. Because I hate bleed. It is the most obnoxious status in the entire game. Oh, you have to crouch to clear it, but he'll hit you. And then you can't crouch to clear it. It's the worst status in the entire series. And it's why I hate Shogun Ceanataur. I mean, he has a bunch of attacks that I hate as well because they hit when they really shouldn't, but... This is why I hate this map, actually. Like, the cold is annoying. Yeah. But the fact that there's a ceiling above for it to jump on constantly. It's just a bad monster in this area. But I don't know what... I think there's a bunch of crabs and such with claws like this. I just don't know any names. I'm kind of curious. Should try to check if I can find any. It also moves in an obnoxious pattern, so I don't like Shogun Ceanataur for those reasons as well, but... Time for the most manufactured complaint I can think of. I hate that Shogun Ceanataur can go backwards when I can't run backwards. Like, I can't roll backwards, I can't go backwards. It can go backwards, but I can't. It's just not fair. I think it's basically my least favorite monster. There's probably others that I've said is my least favorite, but... No, there's ones that I prefer less because they have absolutely nothing interesting about them. And really, it's mostly bleed. I hate bleed. I think bleed is a super obnoxious status effect. I would rather leap any... I don't think there's a single status effect that I would not prefer with appropriate, like, application. Like, extreme blights from Frontier, or Frontiers, whatever. Those, if they were applied too easily, assuming they aren't applied too easily, would probably be worse than bleed. Okay, it's dead because it's a double monster hunt. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know about the horn face, but the claws feel like, at least like, maybe not the knife components, but like the long claws like that instead of like wide pinchy crab claws. Those I'm pretty sure do exist. Would spiny lobsters be an example of that? Claws like that? Not quite. They don't really have much going on in terms of any form of front claws. They don't have the big claws. They don't have like anything at all. Spiny lobsters are funny. The difference between them and what I would say would be traditional lobsters, which would be, referring to them as traditional, be location specific. What is spiny lobsters or rock lobsters? But where is, like, there's some, like, yeah, true lobsters. I hope they never make a lobster monster. Mostly because a lobster monster would be... would make me think too much of the monsters in Elden Ring. Those guys are awful. Is it really gonna be in this zone? And it could be in the cold. It could have just dodged me in the cold areas. Where is it? I must have missed something or it dodged me. I don't want to fight it in the cold because that's annoying. I'll grab this to double check the map. Yeah, I went 4, 5, 6, 8, 4, 2, 1, which means it's in the cold. Great fun. There's an entire map to explore, and both monsters choose to live in the cold. Great timing. Very fortunate. There he is. He must have been in 7 or something and then exited right behind me. Not right behind, but... Sure. It makes noises when it's trying to remove the hunter. Interesting. Does Congalala not have its own theme? Because I'm pretty sure this is the exact same theme I got when I was fighting the Ceanataur. So this is just Marshland's combat theme? Whatever. I really don't like ground tremor as an effect. It's not as annoying as bleed. Okay, I was definitely behind the arm, but... Did you do a counter there somehow? I like the goofy monsters. It's pretty fun. Where they're the reason they're the only reason they are the only reason that they fall over. Because they don't know how to not fall over ground tremor. And that puts the weapon away. I give up. I think if that jump it wasn't a ground tremor, it's really weird that the ground level slam would be a ground tremor and the jump isn't. Okay, mushroom broken. Is it? Does he not have a horn and he just has a hairdo? So you break the hairdo? I think the horn's not there and the hair now looks goofy. You break the hairdo. Oh, I'm bad. What a silly monster. I was gonna space jump. Good thing I paintballed it. Ooh. I would honestly say it's kind of lazy. Just having it jump into space doesn't really make sense to me. But I just don't get why they need, like, why can't they just have it walk everywhere it's going? Okay, Palico, cooperate. Okay, don't move. Stop moving. Okay, you're worthless. Oh, okay, I thought it was gonna go to the other side. Can never tell. Okay, that... ledge jump mechanic is always annoying. Yeah, okay. It's kind of... It's weird, but... like... the source of gas is different. Like, one source is definitely microbes and stuff. And I'm pretty sure the other source is not the same. It's weird that it's the same. Which probably suggests some weird internal... weird internal organ setup for Congalala. Space monkey and the crab. Is the crab nebula? There's also the constellation that is a crab. Well, I don't know if it actually looks like a crab. A lot of constellations look nothing like what they're supposedly meant to look like. I need to know. Give me a new window. Crab nebula. I'm looking for Cancer constellation. I believe Cancer is a crab. Okay, this picture is a lobster. It's a crab, it's not a lobster. What is this weird... like... stock image? Okay, also the constellation looks nothing like a crab. It's a Y. Okay, it's kind of... it's like the worst constellation I've ever seen. Not that Pisces is better. Yeah, constellations are all complete and utter nonsense in terms of the shapes. What is the Crab Nebula? Why is it called that? It's in the constellation of Taurus. It's not for the constellation reasons. The common name comes from a drawing that somewhat resembled a crab with arms, produced in 1842 using a 36-inch telescope. There was a drawing of a low-quality picture of the nebula that looked like a crab. I guess. This is not done. This is done with a cat. Beat up some Thunderbugs. I want to know what the drawing looks like. Reproduction of the first depiction of the nebula. I don't think that looks like a crab. It must have been a different thing, right? Right? I guess there's some crabs that look like that. There's a few crabs that have like those extremely... Oop. Like long bodies with spines facing forward, I guess. Doesn't have any legs, but I guess. And they were probably like, oh, let's give it a fun name, and so crab is what they came up with. Really looks... It makes me think more of like a lobster, like a rock lobster. Maybe a coconut crab. Coconut crab. Nope, not coconut crab. What is the crab that I'm thinking of? I mean, coconut crabs are kind of spooky. Oh no, sort of coconut crab, but the arms are arms. The limbs are too thick. I do not know this map at all. I do not know where Thunderbugs live. Hey, I can get a map. That oofed in a little late. Really? You're gonna make me... Yes, I... Wait. I mean, the intro to this area is very similar to the intro to... one of the Sunbreak maps, where you just boat, cliff wall, you can climb up, or you can go left or right. That's kind of fun. I mean, it must... Well, I don't remember the name of the map in Sunbreak, but I kind of wonder if it was this map. The caves in the middle, greenery on the right, and they actually converted it to Sunbreak. These Thunderbugs are kind of annoying in a weird way. They drop items on the ground and that makes me want to gather them. No, wait, no, this is, the island over there is different though, so it's definitely not the Sunbreak one. At least not one for one. It's a different island. Like, it's the same map. Was the Sunbreak map based on this? Because it really like, that area is different, but the layout mostly feels the same. I can't remember the name of the map though, which I'm trying to find out right now. I think it is just... I think it is jungle? It has to be at least loosely based on this. Because it has too many traits that are similar. Yep. Good try. But it apparently isn't the same. Well, it's not necessarily the same map. This is weird. It's different enough that it probably, you know, isn't the same. It's remarkable how similar it is. Oh, not remarkable. It's... But, I was kind of hoping that was what I was going to climb. But instead the direction of pointing stuff is weird. Leave, Nargacuga. I don't want no trouble. Whatever. Kill the Thunderbug. Kill it with fire, I guess. I love how small Nargacuga is here. In this installment. Come on, that should have hit. Let me gather. Thank you. Oop. Can't hit me. Actually, I want to go to zone 6. How do I get there? I climb. Okay. Don't hit me. Don't be rude. Goodbye. I really like this small Nargacuga. It's much... It fits better with the... like... stealthy aesthetic. As opposed to being a giant... like a huge monster. Okay, so I'm gonna go to zone 8. It's not a terrible quest because they die in one hit and they don't fly high in the sky. It's actually... I would much rather fight 50 Thunderbugs than 50 Nahabra. With one caveat. I hate that. I hate that mechanic. I'm glad it hasn't gotten me killed yet. Zone 3's not good. Zone 4 might be good, but it's probably best to just run back through 6. But yeah, the cave's not the same aesthetically. Like, it's definitely not just a weird port. But the layout is the same. With greenery on the right, beach on the left. A cave in the center, a separate island at the very top with a little bit of a foresty beach just below it. Like, it's laid out the exact same way. What is the name of the jungle locale? It might just be called jungle. Did an update occur to my browser? Not that long ago. Mostly just fixes. The end of the month. Weird quest. Okay, I have to figure out why stuff has changed. But now it's time for another quest. What am I gonna hunt? Going to hunt, not gonna. Not that it really matters, but... Okay, what's a fun monster? I don't want to do capture quests, but I probably should. Because then I can finish this page. That page doesn't really count. This page is done. I could finish this page. And then I'd only have a little bit over a page remaining. Okay. Did they already have a quest called Much Ado About Najarala? I'm pretty sure that's a repeat name for a quest. Where is it? Primal Forest, I don't think temperature matters. Okay, that should be good. But MHGU Najarala. Much ado. No, it is just only one, I guess. I guess I've just seen the name of the quest a few times because I've been to this area. I've been looking at the 8-star quests now and previously when I was pushing through the quest. Those flamingos are so silly. Ooh, could they do a flamingo monster? Or like, not a flamingo, but like something that is styled after a flamingo. They could pull from all the other monsters that like stand on their tails, have it stand on one leg, which flamingos only do as like a way to rest. They lock the leg, they pull their other leg up, and they just stand there because I don't know if this was completely nonsense. It's like it keeps less of their legs, less of their body in the water. Half as much compared to 2 legs. Whether that's why they do it, I don't know, but it doing that while fighting would not be relevant. A monster that changes color based on what it eats, like you're fighting it, and the only gimmick relating to flamingos is that it will eat more often than other monsters, and if it eats enough it changes color because of the keratin? Keratin feels incorrect. Flamingo color. What? Carotenoids. But yeah, like, just a monster where it's a low-level monster, but it has a funny gimmick where if it eats enough, it changes color. It could even get stronger when it changes color. I think it'd be good job on those vines there. It'd be a funny gimmick that would be totally worthless and a complete waste of time. But that shift because it went down a hill. How is it not mounted yet? I guess because I'm not hitting weak points? Yeah, this is one of the mounts that's bad. It doesn't give you a proper wind up before it instantly goes red. It doesn't punish you too much because it will provide, like, it is a slow red start compared to some monsters, but you know, I'm just gonna roll away for a bit, get the sharpness, get the movement, get away from the corner that's obnoxious, get towards the center. Over here, Najarala. Love Najarala. Really, it's not my favorite fight. It's not terrible, but it's a cool design. It'd be so good to see it updated. Not low visual quality, but it still looks fine. It doesn't look awful. It just... Najarala with like a higher resolution, better model in every way would be great. This is a capture. I don't know if Najarala limps. I've never... This might be doomed. It's all going to depend on if it leaves this location. This zone. Because if it doesn't leave the zone... Because some maps it just doesn't move. It just stays in the same zone the whole fight. It'll be awful. Oh. Oh, it's a grab. That makes no sense to me. Like, what kind of grab is that? Face break? It's... I mean, it's looking rough, but it still shouldn't be capture range yet. Give me the reload. Run. I'm gonna let this happen. I'm gonna let it sit there. I'm gonna intentionally take it slow now. See if it moves to another location. Or another, zone. See if I can... See if it's willing to leave. If it doesn't change locations, I think this might be the worst capture quest in the game. Oh, and there's also a second monster in the area, which actually makes it even worse. It is just an Iodrome, but... the fact that the Najarala really doesn't feel like it's gonna leave. And I hope it does. I hope it leaves right now. I hope it proves me wrong. Prove me wrong, please, Najarala. And leave so that I can actually capture you like I need to. That is absolute garbage. If that's the only way it leaves, then how am I supposed to know if it's capturable? If it doesn't limp between zones, how am I supposed to know when it's limping? Do I just have to observe it? And just sit here doing nothing after I hit it a few times so that I don't kill it? Because it feels like it should be just about to die. I pressed jump, but I guess I didn't. Maybe I was low on stamina and I wasn't paying attention properly. moving slowly. I just don't... I hate capture quests. When you don't actually know precisely when it's capturable. And this might be the worst one. Because... well, anything that doesn't walk between zones, I'm not confident that it doesn't have some secret tell that's supposed to exist. Like 3 mounts, it is worrying. Okay, I can stop there. I'm not going to hit it anymore. I have 1 spare trap. I think I should try to trap it once. Or try to, you know, trank it once. Okay, not it. The fact that there's 1 hit away is great. It means that I did have an approximate feeling for where its HP was. But... I hate capture quests. They're so much more stressful compared to Rise. And I mean, World, I think capture quests, there are definitive, it's capturable, like, skull on the map. Give me something actually usable. Nope. Capture quests. Bane of my existence. What's this gonna be? Calico Ranch? I'm gonna ignore them. Which is kind of rude. I want to do the Immortalized Moth. I was gonna finish the page, but I forgot that I wanted to do the moth today. Might be immortal, not immortalized. But I wanted to finish the moth quest because it's a request type quest. Immortal Moth in the Jurassic Frontier. Away we go. To collect moth. Why? It looks so weird. They're just super... glisteny? Shiny? It's very odd. I don't know where the Immortal Moths are. Oh, these might have some. Renoplos. I should be gathering other stuff as well while I'm here, but I just don't know if it's worth the time. I didn't go to zone 11. I'm gonna skip it. I don't think there's any moths. It's a really fast waterfall. I don't know why it looks so fast. It's probably the repetitive nature. It's some good moth RNG. 5 out of 10. Defense downed by the Altaroth. If all working as intended. Moth. Such a weird task. I'm pretty sure I was not at maximum before I grabbed that one. Because it didn't make the sound. Shoot, it is 10, right? Not like 12. Good. They're not being rude. The noise on the debuff is kind of annoying. Hoppity hop. Probably should have turned left at the earlier area and then cut across instead of going all the way up through 6. This is a relaxed way to end today. Collect a bunch of moths. That debuff lasts forever. And it's still making the noise even though it's over. That was quick. But I have people to talk to. Cannon lettuce. This is another ingredient. So I have ingredients and I have this, which is good. I like this song. Pretty good. I love spamming to put all this away. I can do flashbugs one more time because I'm lazy. Hopefully if I do enough farming of flashbugs now, I never have to do it ever again. But if I use, say, 15 per hunt, then 450 is only 30 hunts. So 1500 is the goal. And then I can, until I find something else that I actually really need. Once I have something that I definitely actually need immediately, I'll swap. Are they leveling up while I do this? Just really slowly? Because I'm pretty sure that one there was not level 15. Oh no, maybe they aren't. Because I knew one of them was 13. And that could just have been Sunsnug. Who I shouldn't have sent there because I have a quest that needs golden fish. And Sunsnug is the easy golden fish fishing. Oh, hello guy. Okay, what weird recipes are they gonna make with lettuce? I guess. I don't think lettuce, like, grilled eggplant doesn't really need lettuce. You just kind of, I guess you can sort of mix it with it. It just doesn't feel incorporated in my mind. But this will be it for today. I can check if I got enough Ceanataur stuff to upgrade the Dios axe. I did. What do I have? Sure. So that is now level 4. 160 22, 160 nothing, but 10 affinity, better sharpness. So the demolition axe is more blast focus. I don't like that. It's not bad. I just much prefer the green. The green and blue looks really nice. This looks a little... It's not bad. I just prefer the green. But it's probably worse, is my guess. Just because better raw, I think, is probably better than more blast element. Well, blast is a status, but it's its own weird thing. But that will be it for today. Next time is still more quests. There's a lot to clear. There's a lot of quests to do if you're trying to do all of the quests. And doing... basically limiting it to like a few a day makes it approachable. if I was trying to do this as quick as possible and trying to play like multiple hours a day, I would burn out very quickly, I think. Like, it would take a couple weeks of 4 hours a day and I would never play this game again. So that's why I don't do that. So, have a nice day. Bye-bye.